Hey, Only for Purpose. I just wanted to get on here and share a quick message for today. So as I was like sitting with the Lord, he was showing me like be still and know. But he was showing me like what it means to actually be still and know. Like what are you being still and knowing? So I don't know if this is like encouragement or confirmation for somebody, but to be still and know is to know that God is who he say he is to know that God is not a man that he shall lie. And to know God is to know that he knows the plans that he has for you, and those are plans for good, not to harm you. And to know that God will never leave nor forsake you, and to know that God has already written out your story. So in your circumstances, when you are all over the place, when you are in your emotions, God is saying to be still, not be still in those emotions, but be still in him. Like Matthew 11:28 tells us to come to him, all who are weary and heavy burdened, and he will give us rest. Be still in that rest, be refreshed in that rest, and know that God is going to, Philippians 4:7, give you a peace that surpasses all understanding. It's going to give you a peace that surpasses all understanding. No, that's crazy that it was covered because I have it right there, Psalms 46:10. But being still and just knowing that God is faithful through it all, like wait on him. Sometimes we get so stuck in our timing and how we feel like things should be done and when they should be done, but that takes away from who God is. We try to figure everything out, but he tells us to trust in him and lean not on our own understanding. Proverbs 3:5, like every need, there's a word for your need. So I pray that you won't idolize your emotions, or you won't sit in shame, or you won't sit in confusion, or you won't sit in I'll figure it out mindset, but you will trust in God and not lean on your own understanding, that you will be still and wait, be still and know. Okay? So yeah, I don't know who this is for, but I pray that it blesses you. I just wanted to share that message really quickly. And we are also on day 12, but I've been just trying to today hasn't been my best day. So I was sitting with the Lord and that's what he gave me. So I wanted to share that with y'all. One more thing that I think I should share with y'all, I'm sorry. So on my prayer call, the Lord has showed me Matthew 15:8, because notice I said at the end of the video that I said that I wasn't feeling the best today. So he told me, Matthew 15:8, these people draweth not unto me with their mouth and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And he showed me this because last night I was in awe of God. When I was in the spirit, I was honoring him with my lips and with my heart, and I was just telling him how good he is, how faithful he is, and everything. But on the next morning, when reality hit, he reminded me of this scripture, because how can you go from this in the spirit to this in the physical? That's why he tells us to walk by faith and not by sight, because your circumstances will be quick to tell you that God is not with you when he is. So he led me to look up what the heart is. So the heart is often associated with love, emotions, and affection. So that's why I told y'all to not sit in those emotions of the heart, okay? Of what your heart is feeling. Do not sit in those emotions. When we look from a core or a center description, it can be the most vital part of something. So without our heart, we basically ain't nothing, y'all. If our heart is far from God, where are you? You feel what I'm saying? Like if your heart is far from God in itself, where are you? You're sitting in confusion, you're sitting in shame, you're sitting in misunderstanding. And I was kind of wrestling with God, because I'm like, God, you know I love you. You know my heart is with you. And he's like, it's not the fact that your heart isn't with me, but when you see your circumstances, when you face reality, your heart is guarded, and you immediately start to idolize how you feel and not hold up what the word says. Meaning Philippians 4:7, like I explained earlier in Matthew 11:28. You don't work those words out, but you work Matthew 15:8 out when you're facing your reality. But you don't work out Philippians 4:7 and 11:28 when I tell you to come to me, all who are weary, so that I can give you rest. So it's as if you're guarding your heart, as if the words that God has spoken was meant to harm you. No, it's meant to give you rest, and it's meant to give you peace. So yeah, I wanted to share that. I don't know. I'm going to prayer. I'm about to go back into prayer too, because I just feel heavy, and we don't want to sit in our heaviness, but I want to sit in the peace, the heaviness of peace. that God gives. Not as the world gives, but as God gives. So